points, you have medium slope points, you have flat points, you have bluff points, you have chunk rock points, you got clay points, you got sand points, you got points that run way out into the lake, you got points that drop off, and then you have the correlating water clarity around those points that affects the techniques and the lures as well. So every single point is different as far as how it's positioned on the lake and where it's positioned at and how you want to fish it. So say, for example, like in a typical man-made impoundment during the month of October, you may have some big main lake points down the lake on the lower end of the lake where you got 4 or 5 foot of clarity. And then you may have some secondary points like up a creek arm or up the river arm that have 2 foot of visibility on it with a different slope. So every point is going to be different about how you approach it. But what I want to do is I want to give you guys some of my favorite techniques for fishing points during the fall time of the year. And I sort of want to go, I want to approach this according to water clarity, because water clarity a lot of times dictates the best techniques this time of year. So let's talk about areas that have water visibility of, say, over 3 foot and under 3 foot. So you got a clear water environment and a stained water environment lake. You know, sometimes in the same lake you can have the same thing. Okay, now depending upon the clarity of it, the cleaner the better, in my opinion. If you have a lake that has over 3 foot of visibility, especially if you have a lake that has over 4 foot of visibility, like a clear water lake, you cannot beat a top water and a spinnerbait for that clear water situation. And that it's like you can catch so many fish on points in the fall time of the year on the right type of day on a top water and a spinnerbait, again based upon the water clarity. But if you have that water clarity that's over 3 feet, take some type of a walking top water, you know, Super Spook. I like the Super Spook. I like that Megabass Diamante. Just some type of a walking top water on a low light day where you do not have much wind, and just get out there on those points and just fan cast everywhere around. Now you might catch a fish throwing in 2 foot of water on that point, and you may turn the boat around and throw out in 40 or 50 foot of water and catch a bass out there suspended or chasing shad. Bass use points in the fall time of the year, especially October, in a wide variety of depth zones on the bottom and suspended both. And it's very difficult to find a bait better than, you know, a walking topwater to catch those fish. If you have really clear water, like say for example that water visibility is over 5 or 6 feet, a wake bait can be really good on those days that don't have much wind. But man, just try to concentrate with a topwater in those clear water situations in the month of October. Now, if you have those same points and you have a windy day, let's say for